Hello, you've reached Icon 911. If you're spiraling over style, press 1. If your closet is giving you an identity crisis, press 2. If you just need someone to tell you it's okay to be extra, stay on the line. Let's get into it. Today we have two different stories. One loves her wardrobe, the other not so much. However, the fixes for both of them are actually more similar than you might think. Okay, so our first is from Toronto, Canada. For context, a typical week in her life is running errands and being her family's personal Uber driver. She does participate in casual social activities, but mostly on the go and homebound. She says, "Skinny jeans still have me in a chokehold. My style feels outdated. I'm a skinny jeans, basic t-shirt, sneakers, and crossbody bag girl." And her confession is, "I know I can wear anything I want and actually have a great variety of clothing in my closet with many options, but for some reason I feel blah and just resort to the same thing." Okay, so what's coming up for me is I see that you're busy, and living in a colder climate can actually be really uninspiring for having fun with your wardrobe. For these reasons, you're likely dressing for survival rather than joy. As a result, your style is on autopilot. You have a lot of variety in your wardrobe, so that indicates to me that 1, you have a playful side, or you just don't yet have a true grasp of your signature style. So let's do this. Let me get my glasses. These are not prescription, but I'm always on the computer and it just made me feel like I'm doing something. So, all right, let's lock in. This is your homework for the next 7 days. Day 1, I want you to wear something that makes you smile. And even if it's that over-the-top, sparkly top that you bought for Sunday, well, guess what? Sunday is Tuesday. Throw it on under your hoodie if you want, but I want you to romanticize those Uber rides. Okay, next, day 2, I want you to wear a forgotten favorite. So that means shop your closet, dig just once, don't overthink it. But I want you to pull out something you used to love and haven't worn in months. And what this is going to do is invite you to return to yourself, the part of you that pours into you. Because you do a lot for others, think of this as your gift to yourself. And this is self-care that doesn't cost a dime. And I want you to do this for 2 or ideally 3 days and notice how you feel. What stops you from wearing these clothes regularly? Is it the fabric? Is it the fit? Or does it feel too impractical for just wearing any day? Maybe you realize that you actually don't like ruffles, for example, but you bought them when they were trending. So just make a mental note of everything that comes up, because now you're ruling out the things you do and don't like, and you're reflecting on why you bought something in the first place. Because maybe you never wanted to own it, but you felt pressured, or you were experimenting, or it just felt like the trending thing to wear at the time. Does that make sense? You're essentially pre-auditing your wardrobe because you don't need anything new right now. Not until you get clear on where you're heading. Okay? And then days 6 and 7, don't wait for a reason. Wear something beautiful even if you're staying home. Okay, so again, this is similar to the other days, but just remember that style isn't about where you're going, it's about how you want to feel. And I'll give you some extra credit bonus points if you spray your favorite perfume and take a picture of yourself in your outfit. Can you do that for me? Okay. Now about those skinny jeans. So, skinny jeans aren't evil. They're just committed to showing every curve, which can get exhausting because they just don't always give you the range that you're looking for. They're a little restrictive and limiting to be wearing on heavy repeat. Sometimes you want a little ease or breathability, and that's where you add boyfriend jeans, wide legs, or even a stretchy trouser into the mix. Again, I want you to interrupt your autopilot loop because now you're sending new signals to your brain. If you're gonna wear them, fine, no worries, but I want you to serve that drama somewhere else with, like, let's say, a puff sleeve top, or a pointed toe mule. Okay, let's let those jeans play background while the rest of you steals the mic. All in all, real talk, there's a difference between being capable of wearing anything and giving yourself permission to wear what feels extra, playful, or expressive just because. Your closet is full, but you might be running on empty. So let's refill you and your habits back up with more intention. Also, please take the style archetype quiz. It will help give you more direction, I promise. Okay, this next confessional is loaded, and these are issues we all face. But with neurodivergency, there's an added layer to it. And I'm neurospicy as well, so I totally get it. And the confessional is, honestly, I like my wardrobe pretty well. I kind of wish there was content out there for that case too. Once you've figured out your wardrobe, what now? I guess the next step is making it easier to use said wardrobe and learning other fashion-related things. Sometimes getting dressed doesn't feel like a ritual because of ADHD or depression, but not because of my wardrobe itself. ADHD can cause me to rush while thinking about multiple things instead of being present with the process of dressing. Depression can make it hard to get started on the project of getting clean and dressed. Okay. In a case like this, we don't need any new clothes, we just need new systems. And my question is, do you have a uniform? You need to eliminate excessive decision making. So you love your wardrobe, but do you have a handful of reliable mix and match pieces? And this is extremely helpful for depression days too. So what you need to do is establish no-brainer looks. For example, it might be a shirt dress plus a duster cardigan plus flats. And then for your hair, you might decide to do a bun with a headband. The thing is, too much variety with no glue, it's just gonna take a little bit more mental bandwidth because your wardrobe is, for lack of better words, kind of all over the place. So try to find some sort of cohesion with your wardrobe. It should have a sort of theme, if you will. So if you can simplify your wardrobe into one sentence, you're gold. So for me, I've discovered that I would call my wardrobe Cowgirl in the City, and I invite you to do the same thing. However, in the meantime, if it doesn't have that cohesion, no worries. Try seeing about laying out your clothes the night before, and also get into the habit of checking the weather when you do this as well. But if you must wait until the morning to get dressed, how about you have a playlist? Because this will help you set the tone for your day and your outfit. And spray yourself with your favorite perfume, because these things collectively are going to make the process of getting dressed feel more like a ritual. And again, help with depression days. So another thing about ADHD is out of sight, out of mind. I know this all too well. I have to be reminded of some of my favorite looks. I have an album in my phone of just everything that I like that I've worn. So just snap a picture of yourself in your favorite outfit, or you can just upload some of your favorite pieces to those wardrobe gallery apps. Next, be sure your wardrobe is optimally organized. So try arranging your closet by color, by clothing type, or even by outfit. And that will look like you literally just setting one outfit on one hanger all together. Whatever you haven't done before as a grouping, give that a try and see how you like it. Or you can also create a section for neglected items that you want to wear more often, just to make those front and center, because remember, out of sight, out of mind. Because the thing about style is sometimes we get into those ruts whenever we're only noticing the pieces that we're always rotating. Another option is to create new rituals that connect you with your wardrobe. So a thing that some people will do is set their intentions for the new season, for example, which would be, this spring, I want to channel romantic florals. You can also set aside an hour on the weekend to try on different looks. You can give a friend a call to get their feedback, because now you don't have that pressure of getting dressed early, rushing in the morning for work. And another ritual option, which is one of my personal favorites, is to just take some time to care for your clothes and accessories that you already own. So for example, this would be polishing your boots or mending a top. This will deepen your connection with your wardrobe and remind you that your wardrobe is indeed a living, evolving outlet for your self-expression. You'll feel so much joy for the wardrobe you took so much time, love, and energy to build. So the ADHD and depression bit as relates to style and getting dressed, we can continue to dive deeper in. So please let me know in the comments if we need more neurospicy style talks. I'm down. I used to struggle with impulse buying, getting dressed, being trendy but not feeling myself, never having anything to wear with a full closet, and all the closet chaos you could possibly imagine. It took me about 4 years to build a wardrobe I absolutely love. And I know I can help all of you do it in about half the time. It does take at least a year on the short end of things, just to go through all those seasons with cycles and everything. I am a fashion designer, so I spend half of my day shopping trends, and I've built a system that simplifies every aesthetic in an extremely digestible way. I've helped some of my closest friends, family, and even some acquaintances just discover the joy of getting dressed and owning their personal style. Rock with me, I promise we'll get you there. It is so fulfilling. Submit your anonymous story at the link below, take the free style archetype quiz, and stay tuned because the Everyday Icon experience is coming straight to your doorstep. I love you. You've got this. See you next time. Bye.